Hello, and welcome to Ramble on episode
119.
119. The brother of
All the other numbers below it.
Master Queef.
Who is it?
No, I made that
His
shit up.
retarded brother.
It's his retarded brother, yeah. It's Bon 119 as opposed to John 119.
That reminds me of Preacher, actually. I don't know if it's in the story. I'll not spoil it.
He has got... No, hasn't got a brother.
Somebody's retarded in Preacher.
Yes, yeah.
Right, okay. We're on the same page. You're not, unless you've watched it. But go watch Preacher, it's really good. Well, season 2 is. What's that? Ramble on, episode 119. Urge Hughes, Adam Geistang. Gonna abuse the news with no headlines, because it's all what we do with millions of them. Millions of them. All silly little things. Well, some of them are. But, where's he going? Kazakhstan. Not really Kazakhstan. Kekistan. Destiny. So, Bungie, and a bit of hot water for white supremacist reasons, apparently, according to the media, the gaming media.
Yeah, who are easily offended.
It would seem.
I don't like the fact that there's beef in this beef burger.
I don't think they are. I think they're easily confused.
No, I think they're easily offended. I mean, just look at Kotaku. They banned you, for fuck's sake, for saying exactly what everybody else was saying in the comments.
Yeah.
This is a bit political, isn't it? Fuck you!
Yeah. So if you don't know what we're on about, and you don't know what Kekistan is, there's a picture from a piece of armour from Destiny.
Right behind Mr. Geistang is the
Which is
Kekistani
similar
flag.
To the Kekistani flag, who are apparently an oppressed people. But this flag is based, it's a parody.
It's a parody.
Let's get the words right. On the Nazi flag.
Yes.
Very similar, if you know much about that. I didn't even notice at first. I'm like, is it?
I just noticed the big black cross in the background, and then I thought, oh, that's alright.
Yeah.
Whatever. It looks like a parody to me.
It is, yeah. And so some clever little person has snuck it in, some little Kekistani person, oppressed, is definitely going to be oppressed now when they find out he's done this, has sort of snuck something similar into the armour, or whatever it's called, a gauntlet, I don't know.
It's the armour, it's the skin.
Yeah. So they're removing that. They might have already removed it because this was a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, apparently it's hate speech, but in reality, trying to get to the bottom of it. I know a little bit about Kekistan. I always thought it was a joke.
I know it's a joke. I know that.
A piss take by shit posters. So I tried to get something that sort of described it without what it is.
Mm.
So I got a little.
Is there a Wikipedia page yet?
Possibly.
Well, can you imagine that being written by some fucking whiner?
Well, I looked at all the comments on Eurogamers where I first saw it, because it popped up everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, it's white supremacy or whatever they're on about. I'm like, I read it all.
Where? Over there.
I read in all the comments, they're all going. But like 80% of the people, so a lot of people are aware of this. It's just an internet thing, and they're all saying once again the Kekistanis are being oppressed. That's the narrative. It's a joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
So Kekistan is an invented ethnicity with a storied yet obviously entirely invented history, religion and culture. It mocks how the far right cling to their race and cultural purity narrative, and how the far left cling to their racial victimhood narrative, with a parody of extreme patriotism and oppression narrative. Yeah. About how the Normistan and Kukistan nations oppressed the Kekistan people. I mean, if you don't understand that that's a joke,
then you shouldn't be leaving the house.
we're going to have to stop reading news. It's all gone mental. I think it tends to be when they sort of go out of their main thing, which is gaming.
Intended targeting.
Yeah.
Well,
they get confused.
It gets real. Oh, that's a very, very, very dodgy symbol.
Is it? What's that?
Because if I take this and do this, and then this, and then this.
He's done a naughty.
I've done a naughty.
And
you might want to scribble that.
I've just scribbled that.
Yeah.
Yeah, got rid of that. Don't need that.
No, it's absolutely silly. I think people are reacting to stuff silly because people want to be pissed off. So we live in a world where trolls exist in every corner,
Yes.
and most of these people that are pretending to be annoyed are just trolling.
Yeah.
Because they'll be pretending to be annoyed on sites where nobody cares. So it's like, well, I care.
Look at how
Look
much I
at
care.
me. And then you've got the genuinely mentally impaired.
Yeah.
So we're stuck between not knowing whether somebody has got something genuinely wrong with them or they're trolling.
Yeah.
And I think from now on, like in my authoritarian landscape of,
Okay.
right, what I'm going to
Of
create,
Aaronism.
of Aaronism, what I'm going to create, because the only true freedom is a police state, because it really is, because everybody will know what their rights are, everything. That's the only true freedom, is because freedom is a concept. Remember, freedom is a concept.
I want to be free.
Right? So free is when you don't have to pay for nothing and do nothing. We want to be free. Vote Corbyn. So this is like the only true freedom is a freedom. It is an authoritarian police state, because you get told what you're allowed to like and what's going to offend people. So everybody got such stringent rules
Right.
that as long as you live within those rules, you're not impeding on anybody else's freedom.
Is this one of those utopias that never works?
This is basically what fucking it never works. No, it never works. It never works in either extreme. But in my version of it, there'll be a questionnaire every day on a notepad, a digital notepad next to your front door. Right.
Are
This
you
is how
taking
unlock.
notes?
This is how you unlock your door to go out into the world.
Right.
They will show you some of the most annoying things that people have fucking. So there'll be a Kekistani flag and it'll be, are you offended? Yes or
Right.
no.
Okay.
Right. And if you seem overly sensitive that day, that door ain't fucking opening.
Okay, so we calm down. It's a calm
Get
down.
the fucking.
nation.
Try again later on. And if you end up finding that you have been going, they want me to say I am offended by this because I'll get locked in. So I'm going to say no. And you go out into the world and somebody's wearing a Kekistani fucking flag as a t-shirt, just pottering around buying a Starbucks, talking to the kids, perfectly fine, absolutely awesome. Right? And you go, ah, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, you'll be arrested because you fucking lied on this questionnaire.
Yeah, but what if they want to be offended? Then they're not free. to
No,
be
no,
offended.
no. Authoritarian police state. The police state will be, you're not allowed to be offended.
What if the offended take over, which they have done?
Well, yeah. Well, if the offended take over, it's all right because they'll think it's all cuddly, and then they'll go like, "I'm offended, so what we need is extreme communism. It's never worked yet. Not my version of it has been tried." So then we end up there.
So we'll do Aaron's version instead.
We'll try my version first.
We'll
right?
just try it.
It's exactly how everything is now. It's
Yeah.
just that you have to answer this question there, and if it's found that you're offended to any of the questions of that day
Okay.
that you've answered, no, I'm not offended by, then you go to prison because you're lying to the state and you're lying to the people.
It's like an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
It never ends well.
Well, no, it will. It'll end perfectly fine.
We'll
Everybody
try
else-
it. We'll try it. We'll see if it works.
But you're still not allowed to kick off with anybody in the street. So you still walk around, you have to do everything, because you're impeding on somebody's freedom when you go, I'm offended by your shirt. Yeah, but you're impeding on my freedom to wear this shirt, my freedom of expression.
I'm offended that you're offended.
Offence
lot
is
of
a
offence
choice.
going on.
A choice that, as a government, I'd take away from you. So, I just think this is all absolute fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
There is a bit of silliness going on. But anyway,
Yeah.
now we covered that.
Yeah.
Nintendo's doomed. So there was a Nintendo Direct last week. We got some very surprising announcements. Doom being one of them. I was like, can that even fucking run on the Switch? Really?
Is it going to be Doom 1?
No, it's proper
Oh,
Doom.
ah,
It's
okay.
Doom 2016.
Oh, easy
Oh
now.
shit.
Oh,
Will that set on fire?
Probably.
I'll pick that up. And some other announcements. But it does... watch Digital Foundry. They built the little fake Switch
Right,
for
yeah.
some reason and run a PC version of Doom on it.
Right, okay.
They said it should be alright. It's probably going to be it will be 30 frames per second. Apparently that's an issue.
With some people.
Yeah, I don't know. And they said the online aspect, Nintendo said you're going to have to, or Bethesda ID, whatever, said you're going to have to download that separately.
Right.
So the online's still going to be on there as well. It looked alright. It seems it's sort of scaled back, obviously.
You won't notice so much on
But
the
it
small
looks
screen.
alright. It looks alright. I'm surprised. And Wolfenstein 2.
Sweet. So do you not
It's
think...
going to come out later.
Do you not think
the
Red
console
Dead 2
version.
may come out then?
I don't know.
I think Red Dead 2, I wouldn't be surprised.
Is that too much?
No.
Might come on 2 cards.
Skyrim's on it.
Yeah, but that's last gen.
It might be last gen, but there's some fucking massive games last gen. Witcher 2.
Do you know what it told me? That all these new consoles, bollocks. I know the Switch is a little bit more powerful than the last gen and all that stuff.
Is it actually more powerful than the 360?
But yeah, well the Wii U is more powerful than 360.
Was
and
it?
Yeah, and then this is more powerful than a Wii U.
Brilliant.
It's the newer things get these. I mean,
Yeah,
360.
cheaper
How old
ones,
is that now?
It's 10-year old, isn't it?
10-year-old, maybe 11 now.
Yeah, possibly 11.
Yeah.
It was the longest console generation, wasn't it?
If Doom can fit on there, I'm not sure how we're all paying so fucking much for. You want a big jump that I want this to be. Well, I don't want it to be impossible, but I should be playing a PlayStation 4 game like Doom, and it should be impossible to go on there in my mind.
Well,
What's going on?
A few weeks ago, I was talking to you about playing Red Dead, and
Yeah.
it still looks good.
Yeah,
It still looks really good.
it does.
All it needs is it's like somebody's just turned down some kind of graphics slider on the PC, just like I'm gonna run it out. Looks really good. Looks really really good. You're like this. Oh, it's almost like it's stylized. Because it is stylized because that's just how it looks, but it's not super realistic. So it's kind of stylized and kind of cartoony. It doesn't look as good as GTA 5, but with that in mind, all they need to do, if Red Dead has a similar art style, they can just downgrade it. Just take away some of your features. Now that it's quite out there that you can download some shit, get an SD card and download some shit,
Yeah.
then it'll be fine. Because the more information that's there, ready and quick and access, then it'll be alright. The draw distances might not be as great, but ultimately you might have that game. I think Red Dead will come out on it. This tells me Red Dead's going to come out.
There's something very appealing about playing something like Red Dead, possibly not so much Doom, and just chilling and playing it, because they're big games, aren't
Yeah.
they? That's how I play Zelda. Telly will be on and I'll be fucking wandering around, because the mundane bits in between, like when you go Mexico, can't speak.
Yeah, Mexico and
When
Red
you
Dead.
go, you know, there's something about just like, oh, I'll just fucking do this,
Yeah.
and it's you're not necessarily out the house, but it's just there.
Mm.
That's how I play a lot of them. Maybe not Doom though. They announced some other things. Well, they showed more Xenoblade. This was the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Xenoblade 2. That's out December the 1st. See, this looks really good, but I hate all that sort of childish, shitty JRPG stuff. It really takes me out. Because they've got these fucking massive
Yeah, yeah,
titans,
it
and
looks
I
awesome.
like the art style
Yeah.
and stuff, but there's just something really irritating that takes me out. And when they're battling, I've used that battling system in the Wii one, and it's alright, it works, it's kind of cool, but it's just something really irritating about these big numbers flashing up everywhere, and you don't really feel impact, and
No.
it takes ages to drop something. I don't know, so it's not for me, but I kind of want it. I kind of want them to just make it Western,
Yeah,
because it looks like a cool world to be in.
it does look really, really pretty. Yeah.
Talking about memes, Mario has nipples. That sort of went across the tinterwebs
I don't understand.
in this madness.
Why it's.
He's got nipples.
Why is that an issue for people?
It means it's not an issue. It's just Mario's got nipples. It's like Mario's got nipples. Nobody's offended. It's just Mario's got nipples. How cool is that? I don't know why.
Of course he has.
Well, I just feel like it's freaked people out. That also means that Princess Peach has nipples.
That's a good point.
I think that's where it's coming from.
Oh, okay.
Although I haven't seen many Princess Peach nipple shots yet.
Now,
There must be some mock
the shot where Mario is running in his
on the beach.
in his
With
shorts.
beachwear, yeah.
Does he have a penal bulge?
Oh, that might be some next gen shit though. That might
We
be.
might just have
Switch
a
to-
ever so slight bulge there, because if he
Might
does,
do.
that means that Peach has a vagina as well.
Oh, now we're talking. So yeah, so they showed more levels on Mario Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And-
out October the 27th.
When
I'm still worried.
I
about it.
watched the fucking program. There's a guy called I was going to mention it when you were talking about the frame rates. Been watching a guy called Nostalgia Nerd on YouTube. He's an English guy, does loads of stuff like retrospectives on different consoles and stuff. He does like decent little mini documentaries about like the Atari Jaguar. How did we get to the Atari Jaguar? Why did it fail? And so they're quite
you get
good.
the history of
really.
something.
It goes all the way from like the beginning of Atari and all the way up, and then Amiga. What happened with Amiga and what in UK and stuff.
I know, I've seen similar things.
So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The frame rate where it used to be 13 frames a second, and we used to go, yeah, cripple.
I didn't even think about it.
Go, it's right, it's good this now. Everybody's like,
Gotta be 60 because I play out PC.
right, and it just does me nothing. But as I was watching that, something popped up. After one of his videos, a video popped up of a game that was, I think it's about a year and a half, 2 years old. It's a platforming game, right? Where you're running around as this little cutesy character. I can't remember his name now. You can Google this shit. You'll be able to find out.
Google Jeffrey.
You're running around these open worlds. Each open world has a different theme. Each open world has a hat that you put on,
All right.
which imbues you with some form of localized power.
Sounds like Mario Odyssey.
Sounds exactly fucking like Mario Odyssey. It's a
Ah.
platforming game where you can jump on stuff's head and you can climb and you do this and that, and you play this little girl. I think it's like Mad Hatter's World or some shit like that. But she had a special hat, Hatsy I think it may be called, and it's just
Right. Okay. So they're nicking ideas.
Yeah. But obviously they might have nicked that as a concept and then they're good at Nintendo fight. So
It's
they're
been
gonna make it
Nintendo
solid.
fine. It does look good. I'm just worried about how it plays. I don't know. Just worried. I like some sort of structure in a lot of games, and this seems to be like go anywhere, collect shit, go and do it.
I watched some
Which
videos of
I
some
don't.
guy just
I
going
don't mind in
collecting.
Zelda, but I don't know about Mario. I don't know. I want to know that everything's right. That jump has been designed, so I'm going to enjoy that jump.
Yeah.
There's going to be a flower up there, so I don't know.
I know what
I'm
you
just a
mean.
bit worried. The amount of sunshine did. But we'll see. Minecraft 3DS out when they announced it. It's on everything now then.
Yeah. Microsoft there.
Fuck me. Yeah, so you can do that. Mario Party Top 100. I'm not going through them all, just the ones that seemed mildly interesting.
Yeah.
Mario Party Top 100. So Mario Party, apparently, I never really played it that much.
You're alright.
It's on a
when
bit
you're
of a
poppers.
decline. Take some poppers, play that. Should call it Mario Poppers Party.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do it nowadays.
No, can't do it now.
In your early days, in your 20s, take some drugs, play a bit of Mario Party.
And you're right.
You're alright, it's actually really good fun. But
Well, this might be the best because they picked
it's on
the
3DS,
best,
so it won't be.
the best 100 games, mini games.
Right.
Put them all into one, which sounds brilliant. But then, like you said, they put it on the fucking 3DS.
It needs to be a full
This
room.
is to put it on your TV,
Yeah.
piss around, get pissed,
Everybody get pissed and
Christmas.
piss around, yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. It's Friday.
It's Friday, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Get pissed.
That's out November the 10th.
Pissed and bladder.
So that was weird. Very weird. And Octopath Traveller. Show more of that. Looks really good.
Which one was that? Is that the really stylised art?
Yeah,
Really
like
pretty.
2D and
Yeah.
cool square
That
Enix.
looks pretty.
So they said that's out in 2018. But there's a demo right now,
Oh,
which I forgot to download.
come
So I'm
down
going
with
to check it out.
Come down with
You check it out too.
it. You check it out.
It's good.
Do it now.
So yeah, so that was alright. So
That's
Nintendo
better.
isn't really doomed.
No,
it's
it's
just
just-
got Doom on it. That's how headlines work now.
Nintendo's not dead. It just smells funny.
I should have just put Nintendo white supremacists.
Yeah.
So let's just do that. Gets the clicks. Okay. Ford is using HoloLens to design cars. I think there's a bit of bullshit here, but I've got a picture. I think this is just a bit of just advertising. Because I don't believe they'll do this. I think it's one of them that seems good in concept, but in reality, you'll just take it off and start drawing. So what they do, they get a car
Yeah.
and they
Scan it.
they overlay how they might want to tweak it
Right.
or whatever, which sounds cool. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, this all looks very cool. And they've got little screens here that aren't actually screens, not on this picture, but they're moving shit around and they're doing all this stuff, and it looks really cool. But I kind of don't buy it. It seems too flawless. It's more like an advert
Yeah.
to me. Thought this isn't going to work like that. You're going to go, oh, a picture's going to go upside down or something, or that,
Yeah.
or it's going to go really big, and you're like, no, I want it there. Oh no, why you keep glitching over there? Go here, and then car's going to go upside down or something. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I think they were just licking each other asses because it's some sort of partnership, Ford and Microsoft is happening. But there's a little trailer for it. You can check it out.
Oh, yeah, big under.
See what you think.
Yeah, you're probably
How's
right.
it smell?
But well,
Bullshit.
what it'll probably be, what that video would be exactly how it's expected to work.
That's how they want
right?
it to be.
That's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
So what they would have done is they would have made all these different layers, and they'll all be queued up. They'll all be told where they're going. So they know, they'll come along and they'll go, right, grab that, and it'll auto-snap where it's meant to. Whereas then when you're actually doing it individually, that's when you're going to get all them errand.
I mean, this must be overlaid anyway, because you haven't got their fucking headsets on.
No.
So they've just shoved that on as like a representation.
I'm liking more and more and more and more and more. Like you've been more excited about the mixed reality than...
Yeah, I love that.
I'm
That's the thing for me.
getting more on board
I just think we're a ways off. But yeah,
Well,
keep it going. Keep it out.
November, first headsets start coming out.
Yeah.
And it's open source.
Yeah.
So that's better than what happens with VR. It's open source. We've gone, look, everybody uses the same fucking architecture. Crack on. Who wants to make an headset? Crack on. And so that's good. That's where VR struggled because everybody wanted to keep these little... Well, my headset was 98 fucking hertz. Oh, mine's fucking 8K. Man, and I've got a fucking pattern. Then it becomes quite difficult then. Whereas then we're going, go and fucking do what you want.
Just think of what you can do. You'll be able to, like, I don't know, decorate your house by just putting a headset on. Well, turn your wife into somebody else. I don't know.
Have a wife.
Have a wife.
So, I mean, there's that Magic Leap that's out there, which apparently is the fucking tits.
Tits.
Everybody who goes to
You can
play
enlarge tits.
Everybody goes in to play the Magic Leap, all come out and they have to sign an NDA. But everybody I've seen that's gone in to fucking play it, it's fucking amazing.
Right, okay.
And Magic Leap is the
I'm
one
naturally
where,
sceptical of everything.
well, it's mixed reality, but it's where billions and billions have been spent in it, and they've got
Microsoft money.
I don't think he said it. I don't think it's even wired as the headset or like that, and it's more than Microsoft. It's not Microsoft. It's a separate company.
Was it a separate company?
Yeah. So, what's his name? Fucking boring dude that used to be in D-Ream.
Like Jeffrey.
And he talks about science all the time.
So many boring
Yeah,
people
but
that
he's
talk about science.
floppy hair. He was
I know what you mean.
famous scientist.
Well, we're all made of stardust. Do you mean?
Stardust.
We're all made of stardust.
But well, we are. But
Well, we are. We're all made of stardust.
But yeah, I can't remember his name now. He's been on TV everywhere. He became Brian Cox.
Yeah, that's
Brian
the one.
Cox. He was using HoloLens, right?
Okay.
And NASA have been using HoloLens because every image that comes from the Mars rover is a 3D image because it's got stereoscopic 3D cameras.
Oh yeah,
right?
and they can just sort
So
of
they've
step
tracked
in it.
all.
Yeah.
So you can step in it and you can look and you can tell people like so it's going to be open that, but they're going to restrict it because at the moment they can control the Mars rover utilising this and then their input because they can look somewhere and go, that fucking mountain range, go over there, and but you won't see it move in real time. But you can walk up and down. Anyway, so he's used that and he said, fucking hell, that was amazing. He was on Joe Rogan, he said this, and he went, I use Magic Leap. It's different level. You've got 1080p fucking creatures just living under your right, so right here I've got my table, ironing boy, that everything's on, and there'll be a creature under there, and you'll look away, and it'll still be actively doing something. You won't be able to see it, and you'll be able to look around over there, and it'll pot around, tracking your door, opening your door, moving in and out, even though your door physically won't be opening, but it'll be opening the door, and it'll look legit. Everything looks apparently legit. Like walls just start falling apart when you stand next to a machine. But fucking Magic Leap apparently is amazing.
So you end up walking into a door thinking it's open, but it isn't.
Yeah.
They're breaking it.
That'd be brilliant.
Taking the magic fall.
Amazing.
Yeah, that
What's
sounds
going
cool.
on here? It's all NASA lies. Yep. True. Flat Earth theory.
Yeah.
Flat Earth theory.
Maybe we're already augmented, and nothing's really happening, what
Well,
we think is happening.
that's-
Maybe I'm not here.
If you listen to David Icke, that's his new contention is we're all living in a hologram. And there's
Okay.
a big rising of people who all believe that we're living in a hologram.
I can buy into that, yeah. I can buy into that. Simulation, I can do the simulation
it's
thing.
simulation. It's
We're all in the Sims, yeah.
but what it is that was taken sort of he started quoting some quantum physicists, and they all think it's a simulation. It's like, no, it's not a simulation. You all think that it's a hologram, that's it. It's like, well, what they're getting at is we only see anything that has been hit with light.
Yes.
And light, you need light in hologram, and light has to bounce off our particles, which is sort of what we do to create a hologram. So technically it's like we're living in a hologram, and it's like, yeah, right, we're living in a hologram. He says we're living in a hologram,
Right,
we're running with it, let's run with it.
Yeah,
It's like,
we've taken it
no, see, this
slightly
is
out of
so
what he
always
meant.
the problem with quantum physicists. Listening to them, you're like, you don't explain yourself right. You
Yeah.
explain yourself right to other quantum physicists.
Yeah, to clever people.
Yeah. Well, mental
You're
people.
talking to the apes now.
I think you need to be meant to be a quantum
yeah.
physicist, because
Bring it down a bit.
What's the smallest thing you can think of? Infinity. Right, well, we deal with less than that.
I can't get my head around it. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
Mario Run has a major update and a discount. They're adding a character in another world. Discount should be nothing. We'll make it 0 and free now.
Yeah.
When's that happening? New character, 29th of September.
What character is it?
I don't. They haven't said. I'll
I
play it
reckon
when
it'll
it's
be
free.
a rabbit.
You do get a free
It'll
level.
be a Mario Rabbit.
Free couple of levels now,
Right.
but I don't know. It'd have to be real fucking cheap. Mario Rabbit, could be.
I reckon it'll be Mario Rabbit.
'Cause I think you only play as Mario. So
Yeah.
just do a Mario Rabbit. It's easier.
Yeah.
Just be mental. It's slightly more interesting because he'll do something weird like shit himself randomly.
That'd be
Don't
good.
know. That'd be
I'd
kind
like
of cool.
that. I'd like that in a Nintendo game.
EU Commission finds no link between piracy and sales. So quick, go! Pirate Bay, get on it. Download everything. This is sales of not just games,
Everything.
everything.
Yeah. Fun's
Though-
terrorism, remember?
Though there's a little bit, but maybe not so much with movies. But still not that much. It was quite vague. But yeah, they can't find a link.
Right.
So
Oh, won't be. There's none.
if you want to buy something, you buy it, I suppose.
There's none. The amount of
If
people...
you can't afford it, you don't buy it anyway. So then you pirate it.
I know a couple of people who will watch a dodgy film,
Mm.
and if they like it, they'll go out and buy it.
Yeah, well, there's so many shit films, isn't there?
Yeah, King
If you-
Arthur and the Legend of the Sword is fucking awful. Awful. Guy Pearce, mate, honestly, mate, I don't want to offend you, but you're a fucking idiot.
Well, I can't be offended because we're living in Iranism.
Well,
He's
yeah.
not allowed to leave the house.
Yeah, he's not allowed to leave the house. This is the thing. This is it.
Inside is coming to the Switch. It's my favourite game of last year. It's a good game, play that. Paul Malucci wants to make VR porn with an industrial robot arm.
He's a fucking madman.
I think he was just
Yeah,
just talking.
He's
but-
talking shit. But I read an article where we're breaking it down. Like, no, right, because it's wrong. This person's lost his mind. It's like, it's Paul Malucci. He's multimillionaire. He's just fucking trolling you. He doesn't give a shit. Didn't he want to make a trolling version of Facebook where people just go on and make shit up?
Probably, yeah.
They're like, yeah, it'd be
He's
really
like-
funny if we
He
just
seems like that kind of guy.
old trolls just go there and be like, good.
He's
Good.
he's probably a
He
kecking
made
star.
a fucking Reddit account, didn't he? Which was just trolling.
He's
just trolling.
He does
went
seem
on
like
and
that
people
type
are
of
like, you're a
person.
fucking idiot. It's like,
Yeah.
this is, everybody turns up here to just troll each other.
Yeah, he spent some money on funding like some sort of mean bollocks.
Yeah.
And
That's what it
then
is.
got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Because you get in trouble for things.
Well, he got in trouble
Um,
because he was still head of Oculus at the time. So
Right, so he was
that's
connected
why
to
it's like,
company.
not bothered.
Yeah, fuck it.
Because it's Facebook, innit? Who won't
Yeah, because he
so-
was the Oculus guy, if you don't know who he
Yeah.
is.
But yeah, I don't mind him. He's,
Yeah, he's just winding everybody up.
I mean, I
Fuck
probably
it.
wouldn't enjoy being in a room with him, but it's like, let him do his thing. Whatever.
I'll enjoy being in a room with a robot arm that's trying to
Wank
wag me
you.
off or finger my ass
Yeah.
or whatever it tries to
Especially
do.
if it had HAL 9000's voice.
Oh god, no.
How you going, Adam?
Somebody will be into it.
Daisy, Daisy, Give me your answer, do.
It's fucking funny.
I'm so crazy.
It'd just accidentally pull your dick off,
You're
surely.
killing me, David.
Or intentionally pull your
You're
dick off.
killing me. Yeah, well, that's it. The HAL 9000.
Yeah.
They should. If that gets released, in the future, somebody should go, we need to redo 2001 Space Odyssey. Technology didn't go the way it went. And we saw it then. How it went was,
Do a
Daisy! Just fucking robot walking around, one biff arm with like cups and spoons on it, and another wanking on. All devices will come around with like, I'll make a coffee. Knives and forks, and one specific wanking arm.
Wanking.
Because everybody ended up just buying robots. So I like that one. I like that one. What else did they do? Got a wanking arm attachment.
You got a wanking up and a wanking arm attachment.
Yeah, so,
it's brilliant.
Yeah, so it would just be funny as fuck. So you know, like the fucking robot from Rocky 4. Happy birthday, Polly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I like your visions of the future or your utopias.
They're not quite Black Mirror. They're more like cum smudge mirror.
Yeah.
It won't be as catchy. I don't think Channel 4 will pick me up.
Crusty mirror.
Crusty mirror. Stanky mirror.
World's first 8K VR headset passes
Yes.
its crowdfunding goal
Yes.
on its first day.
Yes.
Got 200k. Well, no, that was the goal. It was 200k. It got 781k. And it's still got 43 days left. Well, it won't. This will have been a few days ago.
Mm.
That's going to make some fucking money.
Yeah.
They're just going to make it 50k or whatever we go up to. I don't know.
Brilliant. So you're inventing some technology which is meant to be a consumer piece of technology
That no one can afford.
that nobody can use. Not
Or
afford.
use. Yeah, use. It's future tech. Future tech now.
It's future proof, but by the time you buy that for 700 quid,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you look at your PC setup and you're like, I've only just got it set up so it displays 4K and it can run VR at 1080p, two screens 1080p at 90 Hz at 60 frames per second and render everything beautifully. Now I've got this.
What do they mean by 8K though? Do they mean
There's two
the
4K
split?
screens.
Will it not split into 4K?
No, there's two 4K screens. I watched the guys.
So you
Originally it was Starbreeze, the people who made
Riddick.
Darkness and Riddick. Yeah, they were developing something. They're still going, but I think one of the guys left. It's some Korean company now that are doing this 8K thing. So it's two individual 4K screens. So your PC has to be able to kick out two 4K images
Yeah.
running simultaneously, which is the problem with PCs at the moment. So you have to wait then until...
Get two PCs. Two 4K PC running things. Devices.
Yeah, cheapest chips. Cheapest chips.
And this.
See what I mean? It's like, it is future proof, but by the time it gets where there's going to be a proper market for 8K, which these guys are like, oh, we're not 8K. They'll be making, I mean, this Sony already makes a 12K TV.
Mm.
There's a 12K and 30 odd K. They make ridiculously fucking. They do
Yeah,
it out of tech demos.
You're just
right now.
waiting for all the companies to catch up.
Everybody needs
and
to catch up, and
consumers
the
to buy
technology
it.
needs to catch up, and things have to be cheaper. So by the time that guy who's gone out and bought the fucking two graphics cards, it may need to run. I don't know about PC. I'm gonna make shit up now. Two graphics card, 18 squirrels, and a dead fish in order to make this run. No, but you look at the cost of a high definition VR ready PC. I know people will go, yeah, but you can buy parts and fuck off. Right? You look at the cost of that, it's usually about double the cost of your VR headset nowadays.
Mm.
And that's not 4K. Now if you want it to run fucking 4K at 60 Hz, then you're looking at a dickhead PC. If you want to run 8K VR at
Twins.
60 Hz, I
dickheads.
think it's 120 hertz, the refresh rate, so it is faster refresh rate. It's fucking ridiculous expensive. By the time the norm, like, so that's the upper echelon of PC users, by the time the average user gets there, HTC Vive will be like, we've got a 4K headset, which is considerably cheaper than that fucking double K headset. It's considerably cheaper anyway. It's backwards compatible with all these games. They haven't told you whether those 4K ones going to work on Steam platform or Oculus platform. Does it have its own platform? This again is an inherent problem with VR. We don't know where it's going to be compatible with.
So
it's like, it's brilliant, it's great, I'd want to play it, but you only have 4 games.
it's pointless.
Yeah, it is, it's useless. It's more of a show off, somebody come and buy our company. That's what that is. Somebody come and buy our company. ZeniMax, come and buy us, yeah?
Yeah.
Oculus, come and buy us and then take our technology. That's what they're doing. They're making a company to be sold as opposed to a company to make money, if that makes any sense.
But no one will buy it because there's nothing to support it.
An individual won't buy it, but a company might buy it for all the tech.
Yeah, just have it.
And all the patents and stuff, because then they've got all the patents and the future-proofing themselves. That's what big companies do. It's like UFC sold itself, for instance.
So get a refund.
Yeah.
Being ripped off.
You're not being ripped if you're into it. But that's what UFC did. UFC ended up siding with Reebok and all this other stuff. They did some loads of changes. And they do this in order to, not because the sales of UFC stuff is plummeted. They'll tell you that it's going up, but it's fucking plummeting. People are just going, I've had enough of this. But it looks better for an investor because it's got a signed deal with these people, signed deal with them. It's a safe brand. I might buy this, and they sold it.
Ah, right, okay.
So what they do is
So you're gonna get some Reebok.
you make
8K.
Well, yeah, you make a company attractive for another company to buy. So you make a company attractive to be sold as opposed to your product attractive to be bought. If that makes any sense.
It does.
Okay.
It just made sense.
There you go.
Flappy Birds, bringing it right back down.
Yeah, good.
That's no longer possible on iOS 11, which is the new operating system, and he's not updating it because he's done with it now. He can't give a fuck.
How old is he now?
He
17?
made this 4 years ago. How old were he when he did it?
13, right? Yeah,
He had a bit of a panic attack, didn't he?
Well, he got death threats, didn't he? Poor lad.
Took it down. Did he get death threats because he took it down, or death threats because it existed?
Well, he got death threats because it existed, so he took it down. Then he got death threats because he took it down, and then it became like, and then I think he released it again after so long, but it was completely and utterly free then, wasn't it?
It was always free. Yeah,
it was always free.
I don't think he was expecting it to take off.
No, he weren't, but
And then-
I mean, death threats.
Then the internet gets involved. We need internet training when we're young.
Did you
how to
miss
not
out?
give a fuck.
Yeah, you missed everything, mate. You missed everything.
It all just happened.
You've just missed half of the manifesto for Aristani.
Arianism. Aronstan. Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition spotted. That's coming out on the 16th of January 2018. I think it's just Street Fighter 5 with all the DLC. Yeah, that's the era we live in. So that's happening. PS4 in it. PS4 exclusive. So you can enjoy that. Everton FC is sponsored by Angry Birds. We're in the gutter.
We are.
Apparently the fans aren't happy. It's like a little shitty. Just says Angry Birds on the sleeve.
Oh, it should have said it right across the chest, like good old-fashioned fucking sponsors.
I think they're doing sleeve sponsors now. So you've got this piece of shit here, and then you've got a piece of shit here.
Angry Birds there.
Eventually it'll just be like just pieces of shit everywhere. It'll be like you know, them like rally cars and stuff.
Yeah.
They'll start tattooing the players and everything. That's the world we'll end up in.
Yeah.
It's coming soon. There'll be 4K.
You know what's really funny? You watch American football and they don't have sponsors on the shirts.
Alright. I don't see them because they're always knelt down. Just under the camera.
Yeah, they're
Oh, what's going on?
nearly down because they're in the presence of the Queen.
Ah, yes.
So that's why
They're impressed with the millions and all the pussy they get.
And the fact that
they're 10 times bigger than any other man
they're
on the
allowed
planet.
to take steroids and nobody bats an eyelid.
That's the pressure. Give me
It's the
some.
hard knock life for us.
Give me
It's
some.
the hard knock life for us.
What's this? Phantom Halls adds
yeah.
Evil Dead 2 content
Never
for
heard
free. I never heard of this game.
But it looked ace.
I had a quick look at it. It looks pretty cool, and it's got Evil Dead in it, which makes it important.
Ash, boom.
Yeah, it's in. It's alpha. What? Not alpha. What is it before the release? Not beta. Not fucking early access. So many stupid names now before a game comes
early
out.
access just sound. It's annoying as early access because it is a release. It's
Yeah.
being used now as a way of making people feel a bit special for buying it. It's like saying, look, right, this is cheap at the moment.
Yeah.
We're going to up the price in a bit. It's
Yeah.
still been released.
It's also like saying, here's the game, we've released it. If there's out wrong with it,
Don't blame us. You know.
Well, we told you it was
Yeah,
early
yeah,
access.
yeah.
We're gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But-
But they do that with AAA games.
They
Anyway,
do,
they
yeah.
just shit them out and they go, "Oh, update it,
Yeah.
fix it." Anyway, it looks good. Check it out.
Witcher 3 is the only people again that track everybody reasonable. They shit on people. They were broken at first. It was broken at first, and then
Yeah.
went, here is a fuck ton of free DLC.
Yeah, it worked out better for
And you're
you.
like, actually, all right.
I
thank
can
you
put
very
up with a
much.
week
Yeah.
of annoyance and then
Yeah.
it got better. Yeah. NES Golf is hidden on every Switch.
Every Switch.
Every Switch.
Every Switch.
Can't. Well, you can access it, but it's no, you can't access it. It's weird. Apparently,
Go on.
it's a tribute to Iwata. Right.
Sounds bullshit to me. Does it look like I'm holding a crack of shit?
No, this is what they're figuring out. So at first it was just right. NES Golf is in every Switch. Is this something to do with the the future
emulator.
emulators coming? You know, the virtual console coming or whatever. Is it just the basis for that? Now a week after it was first discovered, they've found more little bits of shit,
Oh,
and this is where they think it's.
the
Well, it
Iwata's
must be
ghost.
a tribute to Iwata, who was Nintendo president, who died just because people do, don't they?
No, he died because of the Kekistani assassin.
Yeah,
If you remember.
I think it was.
Le Pepper.
So the only way you can get to it, although they say you can't get to it, right? It must be firmware 1.00. So I imagine that's the console's release, how it was before it was updated at all. The date has to be set to July the 11th, which was the day he died. Right? So we're getting some like connections here now. And to unlock it, it all sounds like bullshit, but it's widely reported, so it seems legit. And you have to do the hand gestures with the Joy-Cons, starting at the
Bollocks.
wrist, and then do that. So I'm like, this must be bollocks. But there's a lot of people that, a lot of men, big media things like Eurogamer and stuff
Right,
like
okay.
that, and Destructoid and things like that.
Whoa!
They've all reported on it. What's up?
Look at that screen.
Oh, right. What's going on there? We've stopped moving. How long have we stopped moving for? Just wait till we start moving. Can you see us not moving?
Everything else is moving. The camera's gone off.
Has it?
Yeah.
Battery run out. Has it unplugged from there?
Honestly, OBS Studio is a fucking nightmare.
Is there a light on it?
Yeah, there's normally light. That camera's gone off. Well, you can still comment. We can talk. You're just not going to see us. No voice of the people.
We'll just wrap it up there. Because it's a pointless exercise from here,
Yeah.
isn't it? We'll have to fuck around for a while to get the camera going. So right, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll finish on this image if you've got that image. I don't know. Probably. That's me looking like I've said something really offensive and Aaron looking like he's going to headbutt me.
Ah, have you answered the questionnaire today?
Yeah. So we're going to start Aaronism now on what's it called? This operating thing that's fucking up.
OBS software.
OBS. It will start there. They'll not be allowed to leave the house until they sort the shit out. Free or no free. So yeah,
Right. Bye bye.
see you later.
That was fucking stupid software.